It won't stick in.
Try. What if you're on the side of the road during your Ironman?
I'm gonna ask someone for help, or IDNF. What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi and welcome. My name is Emlyn Jade and I am currently training for my second half Ironman, which is coming up later this year, I believe in July. And it's been a couple of weeks since I started training again, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a rough couple of weeks. It feels like I am starting from scratch all over again, including running, which is typically my bread and butter. Now, to be fair, I did take some time off from running, and just overall, I took a really long break from cycling and swimming. So it's been a while since I've done all three disciplines, and you know, the holidays had just happened, so I took a break from that. And then even before that, I actually had a wisdom tooth extraction, so I was recovering from that. Today I am scheduled for an interval run, which might go really well or really poorly since I haven't ran in about a week. And the first run back the other day wasn't like the greatest. My heart rate definitely spiked in the middle of that run, but I tried to keep it as easy as possible. There was a couple walking breaks, so hopefully this run won't be too hard. I am gonna try and aim to start conservatively. I'm meeting a familiar friend, Montana, my training partner from Ironman 70.3. We're gonna be doing the track workout together. She's doing her own since she's training for a marathon, but at least we won't be suffering alone, which is a perfect way to end this year. So hopefully I end this year strong. If not, well, at least I learned something. So I'm gonna go get ready, do some warm-ups, and then we're gonna start the workout. So my first speed workout back after the holidays actually wasn't so bad. It was hard but manageable, but overall I was pretty happy with how it turned out. However, what I do regret is not keeping up with my cycling since my last 70.3 race, which was all the way back in May. And this is what happened when I did my first ride after like how many months? So it's been like at least 4 months since my last bike ride, but it's been, I don't know how long since my last indoor ride. The last time I remember biking was probably a summer ride, so it's been a while, and I totally forgot how to do anything related to biking, including pumping up tires, and I forgot how much time it takes to set up a trainer. So now I got to do that, and then hopefully I can finally fit in a nice easy ride just to get the body moving and remembering what it's like to bike again. I forgot how to pump up tires. So I take this off.
Yeah.
Then what?
You need to twist the knob so that it's
Left or right?
righty tighty, lefty loosey.
I don't hear anything.
Just push down.
Oh.
There you go.
So that's good?
Yeah.
And then, oh, do I need this thing?
No.
Can I take it out?
Yeah.
How? It's stuck. Can you help me? Do I open it first and then close it?
Yeah, because that's locked.
This is locked.
Yeah.
And then this is open?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can check that by looking in it.
I don't see a difference. I'm a noob all over again. Hello? Why is pumping up tires so hard?
Oh, on properly.
It's not.
Yeah, there you go.
Pull. Seriously, like 1 hour later, I am finally gonna get on this bike. So once I figured out how to set everything up again, I just went for an easy ride just to see what it's like to just cycle again. And since I'm gonna be in the indoor trainer again during these winter months, my friend actually gave me this tire, which is meant to be a substitute, so that way you're not ruining the wheels while you are on the indoor trainer. So you can save the road tires for when you're actually on the road. Now, you can imagine putting this on was difficult. Scared me. Oh, because I'm taking out this tire thing, right? Not the tube.
You're taking off the tire, yeah.
How do I do that? Oh, do I use that tool thing? Is it this one? Is it this one?
Well, but yeah, you use that.
I know you like put it in, but I forgot how.
Yeah.
And then like this?
Yeah, try the other way. Yeah, you are supposed to do that way.
I can't.
You can.
It won't stick in.
Try. What if you're on the side of the road during your Ironman?
I'm gonna ask someone for help or IDNF.
We want to be lifting it up and push down. No. You have to be careful not to, because you can sometimes when you do this, you pinch the tube and then it will burst it.
Look, success. God, it took forever. It was so hard. It seemed like this tire was glued on or something. It's the first time I've ever taken this out, and so what we had to do was Kian was on one side and then I was here, and then we just kind of worked outwards at the same time. Now we have to put on this one so that way I don't ruin the tread of the other tire when I go on the indoor trainer. So what do I do? Do I put the tube around though? Oh, it's like the same thing.
Yeah. So just get a like baseline in into the actual rim. I wonder, like, do you need a smaller inner tube because?
Oh, because this is big.
Yeah, it's thinner.
Oh.
Google, ChatGPT.
Okay, hold on.
Pause.
Pause. Oh yeah. Oh, it says here, for example, if your tire width is 700 times 28C, 28 millimeter wide, the inner tube should fit a range of widths like 700 times 25 to 32, as indicated on the tube packaging.
Like
What's the tire?
23. That's way too long, big.
Oh, it said it can, but it won't be ideal. The tube will be a bit larger and more stretched than necessary, which can potentially lead to a slightly bulkier fit inside the tire. This can affect the tire's performance, including handling and the risk of pinch flats. Oh, all that work.
It was a good lesson on how to change a tire.
I guess so.
Maybe don't put two in, just the one.
Oh.
You need to put the inner tube in.
Right.
Or what? No! The other way.
Oh.
We should do every month time trial and changing your tire so that you can change it so fast.
I don't know how like people can do this so fast.
Now the fun part. Oh yeah, we can push now. And once it gets hard, that's where you're going to probably use your tools again. Yes.
It's in!
She's an expert.
So obviously that was the gong show, and you know, I learned something very important, which is measure twice, cut once. I did not double check the sizing of the tire, and I honestly thought that it would work out, but I didn't. Like, I probably could have gotten away with it, but again, I didn't want to risk ruining the inner tube. But also this was such a good reminder of how to change a tire again, because honestly it's been so long and it totally went out the window when it went back to doing this. So I feel like I need to practice this on a regular basis or take like some kind of basic bike mechanic workshop, just so that way I know exactly what to do when it comes to maintaining this bicycle of mine. Because it's been a long time since I rode my bike, I needed to figure out where my baseline was at, so that way I have a plan on how to improve. So of course, cue in the FTP test. Oh my god, that was the shortest FTP test I've ever taken. Total moving time is 15 minutes. Like, it has been a while and I definitely regressed quite a bit. It's actually worse than my FTP earlier this year. Actually, not this year, last year. Current FTP right now, or my new FTP, was 165. I believe my first FTP test that I took was probably like 140 something. And then I retested again and it was 167. I think this was a couple months before my first half Ironman. And then I took it again sometime in the summer. And then my FTP actually went up to 180. And then I just took it and it's 165. So I have a lot of work to do on the bike, which is kind of discouraging because, you know, I've done so much work on the bike pretty much all of last year. And then towards the tail end, since I was really focusing on running, obviously lost bike strength. So yeah, it kind of sucks. I kind of regret not keeping up with the bike, even on my like easy recovery days, just kind of, you know, a few minutes of spinning. It is what it is. Hopefully when I go back to being consistent at this, that my FTP shoots up. It's kind of sad that my FTP is kind of back to where it was. To see it go from 180 back down to 165 kind of sucks, but you know, I still have a lot of time until my race. Clearly, I was very disheartened and disappointed in myself for the fact that I didn't keep up with it. But at the same time, given my FTP, it isn't actually the worst, and knowing that I still have some time to improve, I need to be grateful that I am where I am, considering, you know, where I'm at in my cycling journey and also where I'm at in prep for 70.3 Ironman, because it's only been my second year of cycling and getting a 167 is actually not too bad, especially for someone who is my height and weight. When I was taking a look at the FTP chart, my FTP relative to my body weight is actually a pretty solid starting point. I think my watts per kilogram value is 2.75. It's actually not the worst, and so I'm hoping to see if I can get it up to like 3 in prep for the race. So, you know, I need to remind myself that you're still early in your cycling journey and not to be so hard on myself. Yes, I've regressed a bit, but that happens when you take time off. I remember when I took time off from running, it was the same thing. So just kind of have to remind myself that there's always room to grow and improve. So with Hyrox training still in the mix, my race is actually coming up in about 3 weeks or so. So my training weeks still look pretty much hybrid. There hasn't been any swimming because I haven't really made it out to the pool yet. So that's definitely something I need to work on. I haven't worked up that energy to get myself out of the house and to the pool. I just don't know why, but I am back into that kind of like mindset of it just takes so much effort to, you know, put a bathing suit on, go and get wet, and then have to like dry off and all that. That's the goal in the next few weeks, is to at least try and get to the pool once a week. Hopefully I can do that, but you know, one can only hope. So that concludes the first couple of weeks of my half Ironman training. It has definitely been a shock to the system, especially from a cycling perspective, but hopefully I can keep up with this and it gets easier with time. Also, if you haven't watched my first series when I trained for my first half Ironman, you can check that out here. And with that, I'll see you in a later video. Bye.